your mother communicates her anger? Well, she'll just give you a look. She'll not say anything, she'll just look at you and you'll get that you have made some mistake and today you're going to get punished. Hey there, I'm Nancy Shah. I'm a trainer, public speaker, anchor, voiceover artist and founder of Speaker Circle. We started this initiative to help people improve their public speaking skills. We conduct our interventions online and you can also be part of it. All you need to do is fill up a Google form. You'll find the link in the description. Well, eyes are connections to our soul, and whatever we want to say, we can pass on a wonderful message by using an eye contact. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about what is eye contact, how you can use it, and what are the things that you should avoid. So let's get started. The very first question is, why should we have an eye contact? Why is it required? Well, let me tell you the 4 C's of having an eye contact. The first one is connects. It connects you with your audience and bridges the gap between both of you. Second, it conveys the message very clearly and you are able to pass on your message strongly. Third, it converts your audience into your participants. You can involve and engage them in your talk. And fourth, of course, confidence. It seems really confident when you are able to make a strong eye contact with your audience. Do you find challenges in having an eye contact? Well, let me tell you a few tips which might help you. Let's divide it into 2 parts. First, how to have an eye contact when you're talking to one person in a one-to-one conversation. I would just suggest you to look at the person. You do not need to look exactly into the eyes, but of course you can look at their face in general. And if you're really scared to look at, you can try looking at the bindi point. Do not move upward and backward more. You can look at the bindi point because this is the area through which you would be able to look at them and communicate. It really seems bad when you talk to one person and look here and there and you're not able to look at them. That seems that you're not paying attention to them. So try to avoid looking here and there and have a straight eye contact. One more thing I want to suggest you, so many times it happens that the other person is not interested in speaking to us, or so many times we need to do something else to make them get interested in talking to us. What to do? Well, blinking. When we blink purposefully, we communicate a message of agreement. We all blink naturally many times in a day. Well, try to match their blinking pattern. Through that, you would be able to build the breach between both of you and reduce the gap. You do not need to mimic it and of course, blink with both of the eyes. The second situation when you need to have an eye contact with people is most of the times when you are delivering important presentation or talk from the stage and there are a lot of people, or there are at least 50 people there. In such cases, how to have an eye contact? I have 3 different suggestions for you. First one, for example, if you're going to speak in front of, let's say, 100 people, you can't look at each and every person, of course. So what you can do is pick up one person from each corner of the room. Let's say this person is looking at me and paying attention. You can pick that person and avoid people who are not paying attention. Of course, I'm sure you'll find one person from each corner very easily. You just have an eye contact with that one person from each corner and the others who are sitting in the same area would feel that you're having an eye contact with them. Simple? The second technique that you can use when you are having an audience of 500 people or so, let's say there are many people in the audience, it's a big auditorium and you really don't have chance to pick up at least one person from each corner also. And in such cases, so many times it happens that when you are on stage, there is so much light on your face and you hardly can see anything. What to do at that time? I have a simple suggestion for you. Divide your entire hall or a room in different parts. Let's say this is part number 1, this is part number 2, this is part number 3, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and vice versa. All you need to do is look at this one portion of the room at a time and then move to the other one, then move to the other one. You do not need to look at the one person individually, but rather than you can look at the entire portion of that room, and everybody sitting in that area would feel that you are looking at them. And that serves your purpose. Of course, note one thing here, do not have a specific pattern. Try to look at them randomly. Let's say first I'm here and then there and then onto this side. Do not follow any specific pattern for the same. And if you have such a huge audience and you don't have really much idea about how your audience will be seated, or if at all you have a smaller audience, you can use this third and the most important technique. Divide your entire audience into 3 major sections. Let's say for example section 1, section 2, section 3. No matter where they are sitting or what they're doing, you can just have look at this area completely, then this area completely, and this area completely. And through that you would be able to have an eye contact with your entire audience. Just important suggestion. Try to look at each corner of the room. Every person sitting in each and every corner of the room should feel that you're looking at them. And that's why try to cover all of them. Especially when you are making an important point or you want your audience to connect with you at a specific time, you can bend a little towards them and have a direct eye contact with your audience. So these were few of the tips that we wanted to suggest you to do while having an eye contact with your audience on stage. At the same time, we want to suggest you few things that you should try avoiding because that doesn't seem confident and doesn't look good. What are they? Do not look here and there, upward or downward. When you look up, it seems that you're reading something which is written there. When you look down, it seems that you're not confident about it and you're not able to have an eye contact with your audience. At the same time, when you look here and there, your audience feels that you're not paying attention to them. So try not to look here and there, upward or downward. Look at them. Secondly, most of the people make this mistake that they'll catch one person from the audience and they'll just look at the person. Now this of course bothers the person. At the same time, the other people in the audience would feel that they are not important to you. So you do not look at one person. At the same time, do not stare at somebody. That also doesn't seem comfortable. The third and the most important tip that I want to give you, a lot of people do this when they want to have an eye contact, they follow a certain particular pattern. Like they'll move from right to left and left to right, and or they would move in this circular angle. I don't think anything like this is required. Be natural and be honest. Do not be a lighthouse who is looking in one particular direction. Be natural and follow your instincts. Look at the people in a various manner. So that's all for today's video. I hope it has been useful to you. Note that we are creating videos on public speaking tips and we release it every week. Why don't you subscribe our YouTube channel to not to miss any updates from Speaker Circle. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.